what's up guys? My name is Zach and today I am driving the 2025 Toyota GR Corolla. Up front is a 1.6 liter 3-cylinder turbocharged engine and down below is an 8-speed automatic transmission. Now I am super excited to be making this video for two reasons. First of all, this is the first iteration of the automatic GR Corolla. This is a press event that I'm at, and that's the big second reason is that I am at Charlotte Motor Speedway here in North Carolina to put the GR Corolla through its paces out on track. So it's going to be a little bit of an interesting video. But if you would like to submit your own vehicle and have it reviewed here on the channel, you can head on over to my website, zackpradel.com/submit. It's a quick and easy submission form. It takes under a minute to fill out, and I come out to you. But let's get back to that 1.6 liter 3-cylinder turbo under the hood. Well, it's mostly unchanged from the outgoing GR. However, it actually has a little bit more boost pressure and makes a little bit more torque to compensate for that automatic transmission. So besides that, I'll put the numbers on the screen. Besides that, it is the same setup that we've had of the GR Corolla, although this is a facelift. Technically, not much changes otherwise. Like I said, paired to it, however, it is an 8-speed automatic transmission. This is all new for the GR Corolla, the first time they are ever doing this. Now, this is a tuned 8-speed automatic, and I actually do really like it. There were a couple instances out on track where it kind of hemmed and hawed once it shifted through a corner that was kind of weird. But other than that, I'll put up here the ratios of the 8-speed compared to the 6-speed. Toyota was nice enough to give us all of this information, and I'll show some cutaway shots of the 8-speed automatic. If you know what you're looking at, good for you. Transmissions freak me out. Now, the reason they did this is basically just to open up the GR Corolla market. There is a huge market and huge demand for the automatic transmissions. Also, if you want an automatic version of the Honda Civic, you have to have a CVT. If you want an automatic transmission WRX, you have to get a CVT. This is a tried and true 8-speed automatic, so no CVT nonsense here today. Last but not least, of course, the GR Corolla retains its all-wheel drive system, which is selectable down in the center console that we'll talk about a little bit later on. How does it feel to drive the GR Corolla? Well, let's get it out there and figure it out. So here we are on the infield of Charlotte Motor Speedway. And we're really putting it to the test. I do have the car in sport mode. I have the diff in sport as well. Here we go, rev it out. Hard on the brakes, turn it in real nice. Stay to the left. The suspension and chassis feel fantastic, and honestly, I miss the manual a little bit, and Toyota actually brought out manuals for us to try, and I'm gonna hop in one later, but it is pretty solid. It only misshifted really one time, and if you just do it yourself, then you're good. Around the banking here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. If you're curious if it's still fun, yes it is. Let's get hard on the brakes here. Ready? Oh, yeah. Through the chicane, back on the gas. Around the bus stop. I'm impressed, man. I'm impressed. It's fun. And through the finish. Yeah, that ain't too shabby. That ain't too shabby. Steering is good. Visibility is good. It's the same you'd find on any other GR Corolla. The automatic holds its own. It's not the weakest link here. I think I am, personally, but it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. With that stuff out of the way, and we'll get back to the track driving in a second, let's talk about the interior. Well, in front of me, I have a completely digital gauge cluster. This carries over from the pre-facelift GR Corolla. Nothing really new here, and when you do switch drive modes, you do get different gauges that'll pop up. I really like the sport mode, has a very linear tachometer, which I've always enjoyed. On the steering wheel, on the left, we have our go-back selectors for that gauge cluster screen, as well as volume and voice commands. And off to the right, we have our adaptive cruise control, which is also offered on the manual GR Corolla, so you don't have to pick one or the other if you do want adaptive cruise. But what's special for the new automatic are paddle shifters around the back of the steering wheel. Off to the left, we do have a climate control vent, and down below we have our gauge dimmer switch, automatic high beams, odometer and trip reset, heated steering wheel, and heated windshield wipers. What's missing in this blank switch is the automatic rev matching. Moving out of the door, we have our power mirrors, power locks, and power windows. And moving into the center, we still have the standard Toyota infotainment system. Nothing changed here. It does offer wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And here's the backup camera, which I still find to be a little bit lacking in quality, especially for the price of the vehicle. Down below that, we do have 2 climate control vents with the hazard switch and our climate controls. Dual zone climate here in the GR Corolla. Absolutely love to see that. Even in a smaller car, I still like seeing dual zone. And then we have our wireless charger and heated seats, drive mode up at the top, and then the new automatic shifter. We already talked about the transmission itself, but this shifter feels pretty normal. It feels like the same shifter you would find in pretty much any other Corolla, CVT, or GR. I wish it had got a GR badge on it or something like that. It's a little plain, a little boring, but that's okay. Down below, we do have our all-wheel drive settings for normal and gravel and track mode, which is fantastic. We'll be using that track mode here today and have been using it. But down below, we have 2 cup holders, so we'll do a big freaking bottle test. However, it fails the big freaking bottle test as every GR Corolla ever has. The seats are comfortable. They are the standard GR Corolla big bolstered seats, and they are very sporty. However, they feel more comfortable because I'm not shifting and moving my legs all that much, but they are the same seats. So you do get a little bit more of that comfort just because you're moving around a little bit less, but that's not to do with anything with the seats. However, speaking of seats, we do have back seats, so let's go do a back seat review. All right, so we're in the back of the 2025 Toyota GR Corolla Automatic. And a couple of things to note. First of all, knee room is okay, headroom is okay. I fit back here, not super happily, but I am 5'11", I'm not a small guy, and so that's to be a given of any Corolla. I do have a fold-down center console with cup holders, and I do have USB-C and a 12-volt outlet right by my right knee for the rear seat occupants to use. Of course, the front seat occupants can use it as well, but definitely very nice placement for that. Overall, it's a fine back seat. It does the job. I'm not over the moon, but I'm also not crammed like a sardine as I have been in other Corollas. So that's a big plus, I would say. Right around the back of the GR Corolla, little button down here to pull up, and this is the rear cargo space. I've always kind of had an issue with this because it has a very high up load floor, so you actually come down here, and that's where your battery is, but on the standard Corolla hatchback, there's actually a spare tire under there, so you never get a very deep load floor, which can kind of be cumbersome, but other than that, it's a pretty standard hatchback. Now we gotta talk about the looks, and I love the look of the GR Corolla. Like I said, for 2025, it is facelifted. You also notice that the front bumper is changed. That is the facelift of the GR Corolla. That is to now fit the transmission cooler for the automatic transmission. So it's not just an automatic stuck in there for no point. It actually does have much purpose. I still think it looks great. This red color is still fantastic. I've now driven 3 GR Corollas in this color, and I still like it to this day, so that is a big plus. So with all that being said, let's get on to my final thoughts. What do I think driving the automatic GR Corolla? Well, I've really enjoyed my time with it. Of course, throwing it around Charlotte Motor Speedway has been an absolute blast. The automatic is good. I wouldn't say it's the best automatic I've ever driven. It doesn't feel like it has this sixth sense to it or anything like that. But it's quick for a non-dual clutch, it's adequate, and I definitely enjoy it. I also think that this is going to help preserve and solidify the longevity of the GR Corolla. If they can sell more units, they can justify putting more money into it down the road. So if we have to have an automatic option in order for the manual to stick around long term, I'm okay with that. I think that that's a smart decision. Overall, this is still an absolutely fantastic car with now just another option. Huge thank you to Toyota for not only inviting me to drive the automatic GR Corolla, but flying me down here to North Carolina and to enjoy some hot laps on Charlotte Motor Speedway. It was an absolutely amazing experience, and I appreciate the opportunity. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, subscribe if you really liked it, but now we'll play some bonus track footage. In case you're curious, it's not super important to the review itself, but I figured I'd have it and I'd show you guys if you want to stick around, but if you want to go on your merry way, I appreciate you stopping by. Hey everyone, so this is Matt from Downshift, and we're going to launch the GR Corolla Automatic, and then we're going to take it out on Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yes, we are.
I'm very excited about this.
It's going to be a blast.
I'm kind of nervous too.
I know.
If I'm
I've got the
fully honest. You're not even well. You have agreed to ride with me. I
have signed on of my own volition. I'm here, a willing participant.
It's the boldest move of the day.
I'm putting
so
a lot
far.
of faith.
Yeah.
I'm putting a lot of faith. But no, this should be fun. The way they have the track set up is not a 10/10 type setup with
right.
the width restrictions and everything. So it should be fairly under controlled. But this should be a blast. Both of our first experience on a bank track.
Yeah.
Which is going to be nuts.
Yeah. How's it going?
I'm going to walk you through launch control.
Awesome.
Pretty simple. So two things have to be set before you're able to do it. You have to be in sport. You're in sport, so you're good. And then click that traction control button once. Yep. So that's how it has to be set for it to even activate.
Gotcha.
Okay? So left foot on the brake hard, and then hold both paddles back for 2 seconds. That will actually engage it. So from there, you can release the paddles. At this point, don't do it quite yet because it will time out if you don't do it right away.
Gotcha.
Full throttle, it will give you 3 seconds. It counts down. When it meets in the middle, it will time out.
Okay.
So you have to just release the brake before that point.
Gotcha.
So when you're ready, you can give it a whirl.
There we go. Boost.
Again, I'm just trying to kind of get the ropes here, not trying to push it 10/10, but...
Yeah, this is kind of our first true sighting lap at some speed. Sounds good. It's got pull.
Sounds great. Turn in. Oh, that was weird.
Doing shifting.
Yeah.
When you don't want it to be doing shifting. Downshifting on corner exit, that's not what we want.
All right. I'm worried for the banking.
Really slow bit here.
Yeah, really slow bit.
And here comes the banking.
Sir, are you ready to bank?
Let's do it. Oh, wow.
You know what? It feels a lot better at speed.
It feels way better at speed, yes. It feels so much more natural. This is cool, man.
Oh, I can't see that cone.
I know,
sun.
The shadowing is really bad. I'm trying to block your face from the sun. Good brakes.
Good brakes.
They added a brake duct cooler for this year.
Yes, which was part of the front end redesign, right?
Yes, exactly. So sub-radiator, brake duct cooler. There's a duct cooler underneath the car to cool the all-wheel drive system. That was one of the problems that the first couple years had, was overheating that module that sent power to the back. So hopefully they'll do this all day long. It's fun, man. It feels fun from the passenger seat anyway. Good mid corner, good power, good brakes.
Nice.
I'm sure in manual it won't do that weird downshifting at corner exit thing.
Yeah.
Obviously.
That was the only strange bit. This is extremely tight. You can't see it on camera. The cones are very narrow.
Yes.
But
it's very tight the way that
it's fun. It's very, very fun.
It does have some personality. I like that. I like the sound. I like the resonance to the exhaust. It feels fast.
Yeah.
It feels dynamic.
Nice.
Cool.